All right, good morning, everyone. Dan Hunt with the JSKA Rochester Virtual Dojo. Today is April 20th, Saturday, and we're going to be working on our main focus today is going to be the Jion Kata. We're also going to have a Kihon from the Nidan test and some Kumite combinations, and then we'll finish up with some kind of more extensive stretching at the very end. Okay, so let's get started. And I apologize for the voice. I've got a good cold going on right now. That's what happens when you change climates and latitude in the country. Okay, we forget about it's a job place. Change your feet again. Good, knees up. Two, side, ankles up. Good. Sets. Hip drop. Back kicks. Arms around it. Back. Shoulders forward. Circles. Switch. Arm forward. Switch. Up. Switch. Down. Pumps it back. Switch. Fingers to the back. Doubles up this way like your scarecrow. Rotate up and back down. Up, down. Up. Again. Left leg forward. All right, front leg, back leg, hitch. Then you pick that foot up all in one piece if you can. So, hitch, hitch, front, hitch, two. Good. Go back to left leg. So my giri, Yoko Keagi, and Ushiro giri. Tony, go ahead and do two front snap kicks on the first two. The different directions. Hitch. In. Up. In. Hey, just legs. Hitch. In. Not want to work today. Gee. Hey. Good. That's the long. Okay. Stretch the groin by turning the back leg out, the back foot out. Pivot the other way. Same thing. Again. And back. Up stance. Close the hip. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Feel the pressure in the back foot. Close. Open. Go long. Press the hips forward. Ball the foot on the floor. Heel up. Right. Straighten front leg. Pulse it. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Open. Close. Open. Right. Straighten front leg. Pulse it down. Uncrossed. Back. Yep. Wrist. 1, 2, 3, switch. Wrist. 1, 2, 3, switch. Goes out. For a moment. All right, let's start with the Kihon from the Nidan test. About. Okay, go away from the camera. About. Aye, and get out of get number I come I. Hey. In my eye. Okay, so Kamai is Kumite version. All right, shorter, but still having pressure forward. Okay, we're gonna release the front foot, shift or punch in Kizamazuki, and then we step in Sanbanzuki. So the same tempo as Sanbanzuki at the end. Okay, ready? Itch. And shorten it back up to a regular fighting command. Knee. Thumb. G. All right, now this time we're going to go backwards, same thing. We're still going to release, then we're going to push off of it. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Itch. D. Good. Let's do that again. Ready? Same thing. All right, actually, this time I don't want you to release the front leg on the first punch. I just want you to bend in. And what that should foster is this concept that we've been working on is this is our start to the good front stance, moving and driving in. So this way I'm leading, driving forward, trying to get a good drive with the legs. So my new back leg is our front leg, which means I'm going to drive into it and try and get my hips over the ankle so I can start driving forward. Ready? Same thing, no adjust this time. It's okay, shorten it up a little bit. Knee. 1. G. And one more go. Good, backwards. Same thing, no adjust. Just here, bend into it, and then push off of it after you're done. Ready? It's right, good. Next one, Kizamazuki. So we're going to release again on this one. Kizamazuki, Maigeri, and then Oitsuki Jodan. So Kizamazuki Jodan, Maigeri Chudan, Oitsuki Jodan. Ready? Itch. E. G. Hey! Good, my bad. Same thing. Pitch. Knee. 1. G. Hey! My bad. All right, so this time we're not going to adjust the front foot. We're just going to go press with the back leg and do a Maigeri right following it. Ready? Itch. Knee. Make sure you push in on the Kizamazuki. San. Chi. Mate. Itch. Knee. San. Chi. Gary, not quite what I had in mind. So let's all go back, same thing, right? Left leg forward, facing this way. Go away from your camera. All right. So Kizamazuki, out facing the camera. Everybody go completely away from your camera though, because you're going to go forward. Okay. So it's going to start off Kizamazuki, kick off the back leg, land forward, Oitsuki, and then shorten it back up to come on. Okay. All right, here we go. Bitch. That's better, Gary. Knee. Tan. Shi. Go. Good, mate. All right, so this time on the Kizamazuki, I want you to keep your opposite side hand up. Okay, so from here, one, and then when you do the Oitsuki, same thing, keep the other side up. So more of a street fighting style. Ready? Itch. Knee. Keep both hands up to protect yourself. Sun. All right, Gary, you're pulling. Looks like you're pulling it all the way back to your hikite. Keep your hands up. She. That's better. Good, mate. All right, Mike, do you have a question? No? Okay. All right, next one. All right, I'm going to have to reduce my effort here today only because I can't breathe and cough at the same time here. All right, so I'm going to show you from up close here. So the first move is going to be step back Agyuke. I'm going to use this compression in the back into my back leg to bounce off Mashigiri, Uriken Kibadachi, pivot on the heel, and Oitsuki. Okay. Let's go through it just once slowly together. Agyuki 1, Mashigiri 2, Uriken, Oitsuki. All right, let's see you do it. Back it up from the camera. Make sure you got room to step backwards. Itch. E. And last one, San. All right, so from my observation, here's something I think almost everybody in the screen can work on. Okay, come take a look. Okay, so most everybody's got this part good. One. Okay. Now what happens is this left hand here gets stuck down in here and to do this mashigiri. So what you need to do is run this as the hip turns, run the left hand up the middle. Okay, so that it's here before you land to bring the elbow back. Budokan. And then extend. So these need to be a little bit tighter and fingers fist pointing toward your target. So if you want to do a little check on this, use your fingers. Okay, I can do this Agyuki 5, finger pointing straight ahead, back fist, Oitsuki. Okay, so when you're doing that Mashigiri, get that hip turned over and this elbow down here and this hand nice and tight to the body. Yeah, Mark?
Quick question, is the back fist in side stance or front stance?
Yes.
Okay.
I tend to blend that into a front stance. It's in by paper written standard, it's Kibadachi. But if you're moving nice and quick, 1, 2, 3, it's kind of somewhere in the middle, only because there is no, it's not a set stance where you're taking your time and finishing something there. So I tend to make it more of a front stance just to save my torsion on my knee. So if I'm here, I'll put this about slightly turned in just a little bit, and then I'll still pivot and do an oitsuki. So good question. It kind of depends on how quick you're doing the transitions there.
That's like a question.
Yeah.
For testing, is what you mentioned in terms of like a hybridized stance okay, or do you want to see a solid hibadachi for a moment, like a beat? You're there, throw the back fist, and then transition.
I don't think I'm going to be a stickler for the kibadachi. So
Okay, sounds good.
yeah, I'm not sure why they chose to make it a kibadashi, but if you're doing a yoko or a uruken as you're stepping in, I think this being in a front stance, being able to bend into it this way seems like a better way to be able to continue the momentum forward.
It's a lot more comfortable that way, I feel.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
All right.
All right, everybody go back of the room. So really focus on getting that hand up this way when you're making that uruken, or when you're making that mashigiri. Okay, here we go. Check behind you, make sure you got room to step backwards. All right, here we go. Hitch. All right, same thing applies, Gary, to the backside hand. Don't let the backside hand hang out over here too. Keep it tight here. Okay, both fingers, both fists are pointing forward as you make the mashigiri. Hitch. Front hand didn't quite get there. Hitch. That's good, Andy. One more. Hitch. All right, so Tony, just a little bit like this. Try and get a little bit more like this. So that really involves getting your lats and your rhomboids involved. Just kind of squeezing that. Yes, yes. And what that does too is it gets your mashigiri connected. Okay, so you can counter rotate a little bit so you're not bending over more. So the more you do this, see how I turn over? The more I keep this right hand, my right hand up, connect and squeeze my back and my rhomboids, my lats, then everything seems to be more upright. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's go back the other way.
Sensei, on the back fist. So is it a hikite back here or?
Yeah, the back. Yeah, it pulls all the way back. Yep. All right, let's go back the other way. All right, so actually, I'll just go back to the back of your room since that's where most people are already. Let's do it again. Same thing. Make sure you have room to step backwards, not run into something. All right, here we go. Itch. And then as you go long in the oitsuki, come back. Knee. Sun. Good, mate. Itch. Knee. Okay, Mike, we're going toward the back of the room now. Go ahead and turn around and go the other way. Mike. There you go. Sun. One more. She. Good. Mate. All right. Now let's do the kicking part of it. All right, so just back of the room. Okay. Right up. Hirare Kibarachi. Come on. Okay. Okay, Oko Kiagi. My. Itch. Eat. Done. Hey. Mate. Itch. Eat. Done. Hey. Mate. Yoko Kikomi. Itch. Eat. Done. Hey. Mate. Itch. Eat. Done. Hey. Mate. Yoik. Get out of get on right. Come on. All right, so the next one is all one leg. My giddy, Yoko Keagi, Yoko Kikomi. So 1, 2, 3, Mashi giddy, Shira giddy, land pose. And when you bring it back from Mashi giddy, make sure you bring it down this way. And then let it go. All right, let's go. Land forward, and then we'll bring the leg back and do it again off the same leg. Ready? Itch. And then step back. Do it again. All right, so when you do those Yoko Kiagis, make sure your hands go sideways. All right. So if I'm here, make sure those hands, those fingers, if you extended your fingers, your index fingers out, if you're going in the direction that you're kicking, okay? Itch. All right, so Gary, you had your fingers all going this way the whole time. So as you turn sideways, you have to torque a little bit your body, okay, and get those hands going the same direction as your kicks. Okay, a couple more. Itch. All right, mijo, enjoy the techniques a little bit more. You're kind of blowing right through them really fast, and they're not really coming out as clean as you might hope. Okay, so try and go a little slower. Try and get some full length out of them, okay? Itch. Mashigiri before Ushirogiri, okay? So it's my giri, Yoko Kiagi, Yoko Kikomi, Mashigiri, then Ushirogiri. Yeah, there you go. Okay, one last one for this side. Itch. All right, good. Switch legs. Again, other side. Itch. Knee. Sorry, bring your leg back. Yeah. All right, so by doing it really fast, mijo, you're kind of letting yourself, you're using your momentum to kind of try and keep your balance. Try and get your stomach and your back involved by going a little slower. All right. And then mark, elbows are out here. Keep them in. It'll help you connect everything together. Okay, here we go. 2 more or 3 more. Itch. That's it, Mark. Good. I like it. And back. Itch. All right, Andy Lesage, and maybe a couple others too. After you make the yoku kiyagi, you have to tip the hip over to make that yoku kikomi. So if I'm here, when I pull this back, I need to pull this back to here, not to here. Okay, I need to pull this back to here so I can drive. And then from here, this is a really easy mashigiri. Okay, so using the pullback of the yoku kiyagi to tip it over and pivot on the base foot, I think that'll make that kick a little bit easier to come out. Okay, one more. Itch. Yeah, Mark, your hips you're very gifted. Try and get that pullback on the yoku kiyagi for the yoku kikomi to be tipped a little bit more. We're kind of still here. You can do it because you don't need to tip it over because you have a lot of turnover as you go out. Yes, if you can tip that hip more over this way as you pull it back from the yoku kiyagi. Let's do one more, just see if you guys can get it. Itch. It's still pretty much straight up and down, Mark. I mean, it has a little bit of tip, not much. Let's over exaggerate. So let's just do yoku kiyagi, yoku kikomi. Yeah. So I want you to go out and I want you to stop on the retraction of the yoku kiyagi. I want you to almost try and have that when you're done with it. 1, 2, have that leg, knee slightly ahead above the foot, but everything's kind of tipped way over. So you're pointing your buttocks at the kick location. Ready? Itch, so snap, bring it in, stop, now kick. Good. Knee, snap, tip it all the way over, knee, kick. One more, itch. All right. So you get the feeling of it. This is one of those you really gotta work on. The challenge is to get the hip and the knees in the position during the transition between the last technique and the one you're getting ready to throw. Yeah, Mark.
One question. So if I turn my hips too much before the kikomi, I feel I don't have the thrust because I already turned the hips.
You may feel that way. I don't tend to feel that way myself, just because of the way I kick it. Maybe your kick is a little different than the way I throw mine. But if I squeeze this in, then all the thrust comes from the tightening of the quad. Okay. So you're kind of relying on some of this twist to do it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah. And what I would say is try and rely on some of the drive from the base leg instead. So from here, if I'm here, boom. So I'm extending this base leg, I'm tightening the quad out, and then I bring it back that way. So when you kick just regular yoku kikomi, do you bring it straight up and then twist it over?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think at some point that might be bad for your hips because you have a lot of torque going on the extension of that kick. But I can see how you might get some extra thrusting action out of that. But I think you can still get thrusting action really from the base leg pushing. So pushing the hip up, okay?
Okay, good.
All right. And the thing is with karate, everybody's body's built a little different, right? So what works for Mark may not work for you as you get to a certain point in your life, or even when you're in your 20s versus your 50s versus your 70s, right? So it doesn't necessarily translate. All right. Let's see where we at here. I think I went long in that segment. All right, let's do some Jion instead. We're gonna skip the Kumite combinations. Tell you what, go get a quick drink of water. I gotta get something to rinse my throat here. All right, is everybody back? Except for Mike. All right, we'll get started. Mike knows his kata fairly well. All right, how about this? All right, so Jion is part of those Ji katas, Ji, Jion, Jite, and Jin. They all kind of start with right into left, feet together, and up, no, down here. Okay, so they're down here. So this one in particular starts with elbow. Sorry, this one starts with a split. Okay, so from here we're going to step back with the right leg. Okay, bring those elbows together. Bring your right hand to your shoulders, left hand across and up. And once again, it's so this is quick. And try not to make it like this. Watch how my body just moves backwards. I want this to be more downward action. This way, more than going backwards so much. Okay, ready? It's now we're going to step forward 45 degrees front stance. Okay, let me get myself. My brain is right here. Do it again. Yeah, so right leg is going to be forward. I had it wrong. So you guys got to adjust. Left leg back. Itch. Now step out 45 degrees. Kakiwaki front stance. So all the movement forward ends with the hands as well. So everything needs to be tied together. Now Mageri, land Oitsuki, and then 2 more punches in the Sanbanzuki tempo. Itch. Okay. Now squeeze it in, bring your hands in, change your hip line, bring your hands up this way, and then they cross as you step up. Finish your press with the hands and the legs together. Kick again. Sanbanzuki, 2, 3. Now take the right hand, bring it over across the middle. Okay. So from here, take the right hand, bring it across the middle. Agyuke, gyatsuke. Okay. Right hand across. Agyuke, gyatsuke. Step forward again. Agyuke, gyatsuke. 2. Now this one here, I don't tend to use a draw hand on this. I just go straight in with the agyuke. So stepping and agyuke, step in oitsuki, right? And there's the first key. Okay. All right, let's go again. From the beginning. All right. Bring the left hand across, right hand underneath. Itch. Step up. 45. Go. Itching. Punch. Go. Hey. All right, good. Let's see you guys do this. All right. Here we go. Itch. Knee. 45 degrees, Gary. There you go. San, shigo. Itch. Ni, san, shigo. Itch, ni, san. Shigo. Go ahead, Mark. Rock, hitch. All right, good. All right. Let's go back to the beginning. Any questions to there? No? Okay. All right, so this is a really good kata to be able to drive in using your legs. Hold on a moment, Miho.
Okay.
So to be able to push into this as you're driving forward with those agyukis and gyakusukis and even the oitsuki. All right, what's up, Miho?
Kick, punch, you know, that one is Jordan, Chudan.
Jodo, chuda, chuda.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right, from the beginning. Yep. Itch. Squeeze it in and go. Done. Now, Tony, when you come into this next one, try not to stop too long on the pivot. This comes in and has a quick transition into it. It's just, I broke it down so that you could see the hip rotation and the hip adjustment, but you want to kind of come in and step back out again. Itch. 1, 2, 3. Itch. Cover. Obviously, yes. Itch. All right. Hey. All right, big turn. Manjugama. Itch. And hook punch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Same thing. Get on, bride. And shote. Palm heel. Itch. Kiba. Okay. Make sure you pivot on the ball of the foot when you step forward. Knee. Done. Should be right at your starting spot. Manjugama itch. Marutuki knee. Manjugama itch. Marutuki knee. Okay. So let's go to the last lunge punch. This way. Okay. Manjugama itch. Hook punch. Itch. Knee. Hook punch. Get on by. Choke itch. Pivot on the ball of foot. Knee. Done. Itch. Manjugama. All right, so this next part, okay, after you're here, this comes up and around and down this way. Both of these arms are kind of even with your hip joint. Don't make them come back here. Don't have them way up in the front. Kind of right even with the hip joint. Okay, I'm going to reach. This is where it's a little different in some styles, okay, or some organizations. A lot of folks will just bring it to here. So Osun and Marone used to have us reach, pull and lift the right leg, Jujuki, throw it back, double Uchuki. Okay. So lift the right leg as you do that. So from here, we're going to reach, and you time the pull with the lift of the knee, right knee. Itch. Okay, stepping forward, Jujuki low, right hand in the bottom, throw it back, double Uchuki. Okay, so from here, We're gonna step forward. Right hand is in front. 1, Jujuki. Okay. Back fist, bring the other hand back. Uppercut, 2, 3. Okay. So go back to double Juki. 1, 2, 3. That's a regular punch, I'm sorry. 4. Not an uppercut, just a regular punch. Okay, and the timing for that, let's go back to double Juki. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first 2 are together, second 2 are together. Okay, so let's go back to the lunge punch at the end. In the first sequence. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Up, she, go. Hey, no key out there, sorry. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Itch, cross, and hands down. Reach, lift the right knee, do below. Yeah, double gambarai, double juke. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's see what you guys got from the beginning. Any questions so far? Okay, here we go. From the beginning. Itch. E. Hot. Shigo rook. Itch. E. Sun Shigo. Itch ni sun. Ni sun. Shigo. Kiai. Itch. Ni. Itch. Make that a back stance, Masa. Turn that front foot. There you go. Knee. Itch. Hold on. Andy Lesage, you're always way ahead of us. So we're on down block. The one behind you. One down block. First down block down. The line. Left leg forward. Left leg forward. Left leg forward. Down block. Just regular front stance. Left leg forward. Down block. All right. First, Shote. Itch. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Hook punch. Or I'm sorry. Not out the itch. Knee. Sun. Reach. And pull. Itch. Knee. Sun. She. Go. And double the juke. Hold on. Just double the juke. Tony, back up one. There you go. Itch knee, sun chi. All right, good. All right, so a couple of you still are pivoting on the heel. Not saying you can't do it, but what it will do in the execution of the kata, it'll take you more toward the back of the room, because every time you pivot on the heel, when you step forward, you get 1 foot's length width or length further toward the back of the room. So if you pivot this way, but if I pivot, bringing the heel in, 2 things happen. One is I foster the inner thigh squeeze, and the second is I maintain my stance length as I step through it in a forward manner. Okay? All right, from the beginning. Close. You know, it's cheek go. It's Nissan. San she articulate. Itch. Hook punch. Itch. Hook punch. Itch. Downward. Choke the itch. Sun. Manjima itch. Itch. Itch cross. Reach pull. Begin. Toss it back. Double Uchuki. Uchuki high. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from here, Uchuki. Big turn. Itch. Oitsuki knee. Uchuki 1. Oitsuki knee. Get on the line. All right, so this next one, watch. Okay, my left hand is going to come up. So there's a couple different ways folks do this one too. A lot of folks just do this, bring the back hand up and down. Kind of big, like you're doing a big sledgehammer. Personally, I don't like stepping into somebody without my hand dealing with whatever they got coming forward. I guess if maybe I've got their hand down here and I'm trying to do a throw underneath an underhook type of thing, maybe I could see that this would be the next thing to do. But I'm assuming that I'm dealing with a guy from this direction. So he's got the big haymaker, so I'm going to catch it. Okay, I'm going to come up, uppercut, and pull this hand in. And then as I pull this back, I'm going to catch him either on the arm or on the back of the head. And this hand is 45 degrees to the front and turned 45 degrees. So this is vertical, this is turned 45 degrees, this is straight, this is 45 degrees. So I'm pulling this way. Okay, there we go. We got another one, so we're going to do the same thing. Reach, uppercut, smash, reach, uppercut, smash. Okay, pivot. Touch the right or left shoulder. Do this left hand down. Push the elbow toward your side. Don't let it just kind of come out like a back fist. Turn it over so it comes out like a Gyatsuki. And pull this hand back to here. Okay. Then reach, drop this right arm. Okay. Same thing. Pull this elbow in, make this arm come out in a Tsuki type fashion. The last key out here, right? And then finish left, then right. Okay. So from the right leg forward, back fist, all the way toward your camera. Uchuki, lunge punch. Uchuki, lunge punch. Get on the right. Okay, reach left, up and smash. 1. Reach right, up and smash 2. Reach left, up and smash 3. Reach across, push, slow, reach across, right, and finish left, right. All right, let's see what you guys got. Jion. All right, let's start again real quick. Remember what I said on the first move. Think down, not back. Okay, you want to drop your weight straight down. Itch. Knee. Up she go. Itch. Knee. San she go. Itch knee san. Itch knee. San she. Okay, is everybody key eye on that one or not because you're at home? Itch. Okay, so slightly reach, slightly forward before you do this hook punch and bring your right hand down to your hip before you do it. Itch. Knee. Sun. Chi. Ich shote. Ich. Pivot on the ball of the foot. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Ich. Knee. Sun. Double down block. Yep. Pitch. Reach. Pull lift. And toss backwards. Double uchuke. Step forward, Gary. Not yet. No, Gary, step forward. Yes, everybody else back to double uchuke. Mike, step forward, double uchuke. Double uchuke this way, yeah. It's neat, Sunchi. It's neat. That's an uchuke and an oitsuki. Now, Gary, uchuke to the left and oitsuki to the right, left too. And then 1, 2, go the other way. All right, Gary, go back to the lunge punch facing your right. Yes, okay. Now, gate umbra, itch. Down the back line. All right, let's do the smash. Itch. Knee. Sun. She. Reach. And push. Go, 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 Gary. Good. Itch. And ki. No move your feet, Gary. No, 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 no. Keep your feet where they were. You're just going to shift to the right. Yummy. All right, so the end of that, let me show you that. All right, so I'm on the last snatch, right? You reach across. Okay, this is nice and smooth and slow. Same thing with this next one, but just with a little bit of power. And all I'm going to do is release my right leg and shift in. Hey! Yeah. So it just has a little bit of a shift going. No step across, nothing. Okay? And Miho and Masa, just a small thing. It looked to me like, and it wasn't a big one, but it looked to me like your juju or your kakiwakis had a little bit of a forward and back to them a little bit. So if I'm on this first move, 1, and I step out, everything needs to just come from here, come back out. The whole time is out, not here and pull back some. Okay, so everything is out. So this one here is like I'm blocking a big punch and I'm striking the neck, or I'm coming down on his arms, striking the chin. Doesn't, or I'm even pulling sideways and getting in, depending on which side I happen to bring his arm. So try to make sure this thing just goes out.
So after the what they call WQK,
Yeah.
and then you back and then go, right? The first move back,
So yeah, you're here. Squeeze it in
squeezing, yeah.
as you change directions, and then cross and push.
Cross and push. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you,
So if
thank
you
you.
were think about if you were just gonna drive somebody over, you would just go. Kind of like we do that double push in Niju Hachiho, right? Same thing. Those hands just go forward. They don't go out and come back in. All right. All right, so let's get into some stretching, okay? If you want to get a towel or a yoga mat or something. Full force. Velcro mat. I got one of them, so it's really good for one person to be on. All right, let's start with sitting on the ground. Okay. Feet apart. Okay, let's bend off to the right. And when you get to a spot where you're tight, just hold. And not to bend at the back at all. Try and keep the bend at the hip instead of just dropping the neck and curve in the back. And up. And again, same thing. So, yeah. Okay, let's go to the right or go to the other side. Oh, it's my surgery hip. This hamstring is really getting short. And up, back down again, same thing. And one thing that can help too is as you get to your max, hold it and then press your knee down into the ground. Back side of your knee down to the ground and release it and then come back in again. Should be able to go down a little lower. Press. Release. Should be able to get another couple degrees out of the turn. All right, good. Again. Press it down with your elbows. Rock it side to side. All right. Stick your right leg out. Put your left leg on top of your right knee. I'm going to bring my right leg back toward my hips, toward my buttocks. Press forward with my shoulders. Okay, if you can't go too far, that's fine. But using your arms to create some pressure, you should feel it in your left hip. Okay, release it a little bit with your arms, bring your foot back a little bit more, push again with your arm. And now rock it side to side a little bit. Using your right knee to rock it. All right, good, down. Your leg, your right, left leg out. Right leg on over the top. Okay, rolling back a little bit. Bring your left leg back. And push forward. Okay, bend your elbows. Bring your left leg back some more and push again. Rock it. All right. Elbows, let your legs back out. Shake it out. All right, so let's get over into on your knees. Okay, I want you to take, all facing this way. Take your arm that's close to your camera and bring it underneath. Now unwind it and bring it as high up as possible. Turning your shoulders. And switch. Down. Back up again. Down. All right, let's go the other one, other arm. Put the arm farthest away from your camera. Underneath. Really open up the back. Open up the shoulder. Now unwind it. All right, so let's get into our on all fours here. Concave your back. Bring it up like a cat. Again. And up. And down. We're tilting the hips each time. All right, so let's take. I think you guys have your left leg toward the camera, so take your leg that's toward the camera. I want you to bring it up into the front here. Extend your back foot so the ball of the foot's on the ground and the heel is up. And I want you to take this elbow the same side and drop it down as far as you can into that hip toward the floor. Now, if you want to drop the back knee to the ground, that's fine. Make sure you just keep breathing. And up, release it a little bit. Okay, come back down again. Hold it down. And front leg comes back. Okay, the other leg. Down and down. Let's go. This is a good stretch for your groin as well. Pull it. Get back into it. Now use your breath to kind of add to it. So when you breathe in, you're holding. When you breathe out, try and go down a little bit more. When you get to a spot, continue breathing, just hold it. Up. Take your arms, bring it back. All right, my battery is running low. Good. Give me just a quick second here. Let me see if this works. Because it's on. I got my backup battery going. Okay, from here, arms up. Gonna bring those arms back as much as you can without try not to go back too far. Just bring your arms back. And we're pulling those rhomboids and stretching the pectorals. And again, one. And all right, I think that's about it for today. Any last minute comments or questions on stuff we worked on today? Nothing? Did you enjoy the class?
Yeah, it was a good class. I also got some sweat, which is good. I enjoyed
Yeah.
Oh,
it.
good, good.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Worked up a good sweat.
Yeah, sorry about some of the miscues. I got a lot of stuff going on in my head with my cough and my throat, trying not to yak something out as well as still think of what's next. So
You are okay on a Tuesday though.
yeah.
I hope you feel better soon, Sensei.
Yeah,
Thank you.
me too. Me too. Hopefully Tuesday we'll be back to normal. All right, folks. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. And
All right, thank you.
we'll see most of you back on Tuesday. Tuesday's not looking all that great for an outdoor class, but the weather guys don't know what's going on more than 6 hours in advance. So we'll wait and see. All right, have a good night. All right.
Thank you,
Enjoy your
Sensei.
weekend.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Cheers.